This is not a drill. This is not a rumor. This is breaking news that has sent shockwaves through the NFL world. The Dallas Cowboys have reportedly pulled off one of the biggest trades in recent memory, and it involves one of the most explosive players the league has ever seen. That's right, Tyreek Hill, the six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver known as the Cheetah, is on his way to Dallas in a blockbuster trade that is already being called the biggest move of the 2025 NFL offseason. Let's break it all down, what we know, what it means for the Cowboys, and how this $85 million shocker is about to reshape the entire landscape of the National Football League. Tyreek Hill. Just the name strikes fear into opposing defenses. He's lightning in cleats, a threat to score every time he touches the ball. And now, he's set to join one of the most storied franchises in all of Sports America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. The news hit like a bolt of lightning. Late-night reports began circulating across NFL insiders and social media platforms, and within hours, confirmation came pouring in from major outlets. The Dallas Cowboys have agreed to a blockbuster deal with the Miami Dolphins to acquire Tyreek Hill. The move includes a massive financial commitment, with the Cowboys taking on the remaining 2 years of Hill's contract, worth a staggering $85 million, and reportedly adding additional guaranteed money to sweeten the deal. It's a bold move. It's a stunning move. And it's exactly the kind of splash Jerry Jones has been waiting to make. So how did we get here? Tyreek Hill's time in Miami has been electric. After being traded by the Kansas City Chiefs in 2022, Hill lit up the stat sheet in South Beach. But beneath the surface, tensions had reportedly been brewing. Questions about the Dolphins' long-term quarterback situation, a changing offensive philosophy, and Hill's own desire to finish his career with a contender began to bubble up during the 2024 season. And then there's Dallas, a team with championship ambitions, a roster filled with stars, and a fan base starving for a Super Bowl run. The Cowboys fell short once again in the postseason, and whispers around the league hinted that Jerry Jones was preparing to go all in this offseason. Those whispers were apparently true. With CeeDee Lamb already emerging as a top 5 wideout, the addition of Tyreek Hill gives Dallas the most dangerous 1-2 punch at the receiver position in the entire NFL. Think about it, Tyreek Hill on one side, CeeDee Lamb on the other. Defenses will have no idea how to handle it. Double one, and the other will torch you. Leave either in single coverage, and it's game over. But this move isn't just about adding talent. It's about sending a message. The Cowboys aren't content with being playoff contenders. They want to win it all. And bringing in a superstar like Hill, who has already won a Super Bowl and played in countless big games, shows the front office means business. According to sources close to the deal, Dallas sent a package of draft picks to Miami, including a 2025 first-rounder and multiple mid-round selections. The deal also involved a swap of a future second-round pick and a conditional fourth-rounder that could escalate based on Hill's performance and playing time. This is classic Cowboys mortgaging future assets for immediate star power. And when it comes to Tyreek Hill, that gamble could pay off in a massive way. Let's talk numbers. Hill has over 10,000 receiving yards in his career and has averaged more than 85 yards per game since entering the league. He's a touchdown machine, a yards-after-catch monster, and arguably the fastest player in the NFL. At 30 years old, he's still at the top of his game, and now he's paired with Dak Prescott in a high-octane offense. Prescott, who has faced criticism for not getting it done in the postseason, now has the weapons to silence the doubters. With Lamb, Hill, and tight end Jake Ferguson, this offense could be unstoppable. Add in a revamped run game and a sturdy offensive line, and the Cowboys have no excuse not to put up serious points. And let's not overlook the strategic brilliance here. Tyreek Hill doesn't just impact the passing game, he changes how defenses play. His speed forces safeties to play deep, opening up running lanes and underneath routes. His presence on the field creates mismatches, confusion, and chaos for opposing coordinators. This isn't just a talent acquisition, it's a total transformation. But the question now becomes, how does Hill fit into the Cowboys' locker room culture? Well, according to reports, Hill has already spoken to team leaders, including Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb. Sources say the conversations were incredibly positive and that Hill is thrilled about the opportunity to compete for a championship with Dallas. He's also expected to report to off-season training immediately and has already begun working with the Cowboys' offensive staff on playbook integration. In a social media post, shortly after the news broke, Hill wrote, "Texas, what's good? Let's go get this ring." That post alone generated millions of impressions within hours, and it's clear the fans are ready to welcome Hill with open arms. Now let's talk about the money. The Cowboys are taking on $85 million in remaining salary commitments to Tyreek Hill. That includes a base salary of $20 million in 2025 and a whopping $45 million cap hit in 2026, if not restructured. Sources say the Cowboys plan to renegotiate Hill's contract and spread the cap hit over several years with voidable years to ease the burden. Financial gymnastics aside, Jerry Jones sees this as a championship window. And when you have a window, you make bold moves. That's exactly what this is. Let's also touch on the national reaction. NFL analysts are stunned. ESPN and Fox Sports and NFL Network are all calling this the biggest move of the offseason. Stephen A. Smith, in a viral segment, declared, "This is the move that could finally get the Cowboys over the hump." Colin Cowherd called it an absolute masterstroke, and Skip Bayless, lifelong Cowboys fan, nearly fell out of his chair when the news broke live on air. It's not just the media, it's the fans. Cowboys Nation is exploding with excitement. Jersey pre-orders for Hill in a Dallas uniform have already surged into the top 5 overnight. Social media is ablaze with reactions, memes, celebrations, and even skepticism. Because yes, there are questions. Can Hill stay healthy? Can the Cowboys manage the egos in the locker room? Will this be a dream scenario or another case of Dallas making headlines but falling short? Only time will tell. But what's undeniable is that this team just became a legitimate Super Bowl contender, if not a favorite. And that means expectations have never been higher. Mike McCarthy now has no excuse. He's got weapons, he's got experience, and he's got the full backing of the front office. If Dallas doesn't at least reach the NFC Championship this year, changes could be coming. Tyreek Hill is a Dallas Cowboy. That sentence alone will be replayed and remembered for years to come.